we go. So we're gonna go crisscross applesauce. Take a big breath in, fill up. And then exhale, bring it out. One more time, bring it in. Stay up at the top, exhale, and start to spiral. Let's go clockwise. And then open up with those cactus arms. And then exhale, press it forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Now stay forward, right elbow, draw back, forward. Let's take it to the left side, left elbow. Bring your right elbow down to your right side, bring that left arm over. Stay here. And then hollow it out, take it through the center. Let's go left elbow towards the floor, right hand up. And think about your right butt cheek reaching down, connecting to the floor beneath you. And then hollow it out through the center, nice and easy. Catch that transition and roll with your shoulders up. So just introducing some sideways movement through your ribs, through your obliques. Now bring your arms out wide. Let's go snake arms, just leading with the opposite elbow. Back to those cactus arms, open, lift your heart. And exhale, press it, contract. Inhale. From here, let's go back to that right elbow down, left arm overhead, and we're going to just start to do these round and release. So just introducing a range of a twist through your mid-back. Strong breath. And then hollow it out, take it through the center. Bring your left elbow down, right arm over, and then that closing it off. Round and release. 4, 3, 2. Let's hollow it out through the center. Drag your fingertips, go slow, and then lift back into those shoulder rolls. Bring your fingertips to the tops of your elbows. Keep that roll. And then inhale, shrug your shoulders up, hold. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Start to roll through your heels, through the balls of your feet. And then from here, take it to high plank. Start to hip ticket. Take it back to down dog, static shake. And then inhale, bring it up to high plank. And then back to that down dog. And I just heard my phone go off. I just want to make sure it's not Susanna being like, I'm locked out. Oh yeah, it's totally her. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, sweet. Awesome. And then keep going through that transition of high plank to down dog. Let's turn this up a little bit. Perfect. So back from our down dog, let's start to add taps. Left center, right center. And start to walk it up to stand. Once you're up at the top, plant your feet, start to roll up to chair pose, shoulder rolls, and then bring it back down. Back up, back down. Bring it up. From here, bring your hands up, classic chair pose. Take it to hip ticks, right and left. 4, 3. We're gonna go to those bears, so step wide, back together, left, together. Option to speed it up, right, center, left. Let's slow it down. 1, 2, back together. 1, 2. Let's bring our feet wide and learn to trace a circle with our hearts, leading with your right. Take it down. Lifting through the left. Center. One more round, just like that, no momentum. And then coming up in the center, bring your feet onto your mat about a dollar's width distance. Let's come back through, chair legs, hip tucks. So think about your pelvic floor drawing in and up. From here, swan dive, inhale, fill up. And then swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank. From here, we're gonna chaturanga, roll through your waist. Cobra rolls. Stay lifted at the top of this cobra. And think about pressing your pelvis down towards your mat. Take it into Sphinx pose. So arms are at an 11, elbows down. And think about pulsing your heart forward through your hands. Or through your upper arms. Plant it, do one powerful inhale, take it to high plank, elbows stay tight. Back to down dog, static shake. Now shake it up towards your hands, little walks. And then option to go for a tap of the wrists with your toes, and then walk it back down. And do that one more time, that little walk up, a little bit of press work. Take it back. Back up, last time. Go for those kicks. Bring it back. Classic down dog, static shake. When that beat drops, we're going to be shifting into little mini cheetahs. So we're going to be like shake, and then left knee. Shake, right knee. Shake, left knee. Shake. Right, left. Hold it back here. Bring your legs wider than your mat. Now take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle. See if you can find that stretch along your upper body by your shoulder blades. Let your head and your neck be heavy. And then take it back through. Let's switch the hands. Your right hand to your left ankle outside. Your knees can be bent. Bring it through your tabletop here. Stacking your wrists on top of your shoulders, nice and steady. Knees stacked on top of hips. We're gonna start to come into some cat to mega cats. So we're gonna stay up and then even more, so that low belly. Think about that pelvic floor engagement. And press the floor away with your palms. Stay active in your upper body. 4, 3, 2, take it through 1 cow, drop your belly, lift your hips. And then exhale, round and release back to those mini tucks. One cow, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Bring it back in, tucks to mega tucks. Stay active in your fingertips. And then take it through 1 slow cow. Take your time. Bring it through your down dog. Let's take our right foot up, 3-point. Left heel, raise and lower, adding those little lifts. And then take right knee to your right elbow, come through for a little cheetah lift. Inhale, take it back up. Right knee, right elbow. Lift. Right elbow. Send it up. And then bring it through warrior 1. Right foot forward, back heel grounds. Use your feet to press you up to stand. Think about pressing through that outer blade of your back foot. Soft jaw. Now slowly open up your warrior 2. And let's start to add some small scoops. So it's just a little bit of a range of motion through the ribs. So just think about gliding your ribs forward and back. Staying long in your spine. And from here, open up into extended side angle. So drawing down the inside of your right thigh, and use that connection of your arm to your thigh to open and rotate your chest up to the ceiling. Now pay attention to your feet. Are you connecting and lifting still from the back edge of your back foot through the 4 corners of your feet? You can stay here or add a little pulse, a little lift up and a little lift down. Option to speed it up if it works for your body this morning. Think about staying nice and long, still reaching from the top of your head. 4, 3, let's reverse it. Peaceful warrior, no momentum, use your strength. Ow! Take it through high plank. From here, let's do a little run, mountain climbers. You can go slow or fast. 4, for 3, for 2, take it back. Now let's go hip ticks, chaturanga. Elbows stay tight. Roll it, cobras. Down dog. Hips up and back. Start through rolling through the hips. Just alternating, lifting your heels. Knees are soft. Now come to stillness through that. Let's take our left leg, 3-point. Lift it up. Now that rounded right heel, let's add those raise and lowers. Go. Let's add that left knee, left elbow, kiss, connect, send it back up. Add that pulse. Left knee, left elbow, let's go. Send it up, pulse, Left knee, left elbow. Send it up. Pulse. This time, bring it forward. Warrior one. Back heel grounds. Press the floor away to lift yourself up. Oh, I love that back stretch along the back foot. Feel that connection there. Bring your chest forward, working on rotating towards the front. Soft jaw. Open up warrior two. Now from here, hands behind your head. We're gonna add a little variation. We're just gonna hinge forward and then hinge through center. Little reach back. Reverse it, take a big breath in, then open it into that extended side angle. Option to have that little mini pulse. And when I pulse, I think about drawing up through my inner thigh. So I'm charging my heels energetically towards one another, like I'm trying to squeeze my legs. Thinking about that low belly, draw it in and up, keep your chest lifted and long. 4, 3, 2, let's reverse it, up and back. Take it through high plank. We're gonna stack our left hip on top of our right hip here. Little lifts up. And think about that bottom hip staying in line with your top hip. 4, 3. You can stay in this movement or kickstand your top foot behind you. Little lifts. You can stay here or connect opposite knee to opposite elbow. From here, come through the center, close it off. Let's come through a chaturanga. Hip take it down. 4 cobra rolls. From here, let's go high plank. Stack your right hip on top of your left this time. Little lifts. Think about opening up your chest, zipping your inner thighs up towards one another. Use your breath. Now you can stay here or kickstand that top foot behind you. Little pulses up. Or connect opposite knee, opposite elbow. Last one. Close it off. Let's go through high plank. Let's wind our waist down. Roll it, cobras. From here, tuck your toes, send your hips back. We're gonna come into a baby camel, so toes stay tucked. Hands in your imaginary back pockets. Press your pelvis forward. about your elbows drawing in behind you to help you find that lift. So keeping that openness and that lifted part through your lower body, we're going to take our top hand across the body, hollow it out, and then lift with the other hand. Now reverse it, close it off like a sun setting. Hollow, now opposite arm. Switch directions. Let this be your movement of what feels good. And go as slow or as flowy as what feels good for your body today.
I've tried so many times. Damn that look in your
Last one. Hollow it out, and we'll meet at the top. Both hands up. Stay lifted. Think about your glutes. Tuck your pelvis down. Or think about rounding your tailbone under to lift your pelvis up. Slowly drip your hands down. Ground them to the earth. Rock back onto the balls of your feet. And then we're in this squat position. Come to toe stand. Your heels stay connected. Bring your knees together. Little strength challenge for our toes, our ankles. Now let's get into the legs. Lift your butt 2 to 3 inches. Right knee. In and out. Take it to the left. Small but effective movements. 4, 3, 2. Drop it down. Now both knees out. In. Pelvic floor. Find that gentle engagement. 4, 3, 2. Slowly bring your knees down. Come forward. We're going to come through a child's pose push-up. And we can get our form a little bit better. So coming through the child's pose, legs, arms extend forward, and then bringing your hips drop, heart drops through your arms. And then press it back. If this is tender on your knees, take your mat and just roll it over to give yourself a little extra cushion. Last one. Meet me in the back in that small child's pose. You can bring your arms down by your sides to give your shoulders a break and just rest here. Just anchor into this moment. Gently come up through a tabletop. Let's go. Tuck to mega tuck. Just creating that tension, ribs to pubic bone. Now you can stay here or tuck your toes under, walk them in a little bit closer, press your hands in, start to make little circles with your knees. Now stay active in your shoulders, press the floor away through your palms. Energetically charge your forearms towards one another to light up your pecs. Anchor lower your knees down. Let's go cat and cow. Drop your belly. One more. Now let's come into tracing barrels with our ribs. So just a variation of cat and cow. You're just bringing it through the side, center, left, arch it up, right, center, left, trace it up.
Listening it isn't when you're talking for your name.
And then reverse that direction, leading with your left side.
Okay? Sitting by the well, till you're falling down the hill, jacking everybody lap. Don't you pray?
Now come down onto your belly.
Cocaine, Jesus in a black four-seater, got a man, don't need her, but you
All right, from here, we're gonna do a little bit of upper back strengthening, the back lower chain of your leg muscles. So arms are gonna come out wide. Zip your thighs up towards one another. Inhale, little lift of the chest. Exhale brings you down. So this is a locust variation. Now you can stay with your fingertips tented or open it up and then float it to hover. Check in with those legs, keep them charged up and driving towards one another. Oh. I did this the other day and I was sore for like 3 days afterwards. See if you can lift up, lifting your ribs up. Now we're going to change it. You're going to keep your legs lifted. Opposite arm, opposite leg, raising. Use your breath. Speed it up. Little flutters. Keep your gaze just right in front of your face on your mat. For 3, 2, let's come back to those wide leg. Inhale, wide arms. And then exhale, close it off. Inhale, expand up. Inner thighs zip up towards one another. Keep that charge. Use your breath to power through these moments of layered resistance. Bring your arms back forward. Let's go opposite knee. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Ooh, let's fire up those glutes. Keep your gaze neutral. Neck is long. You're looking right down at your mat. For 4, 3. Let's speed it up. Little flutters. I'm right there with you. 2. Last one. Press it back. Cat and cow, so slow.
You need it to your lips, but I'm more than a need or a thing you believe or word that you live.
Keep going through this motion or come back into those barrel rolls. Now tuck your toes and come to where your butt's lifted, legs are wide at the back of your mat. And let's start to create little circles alternating with the knees. Let your arms be heavy, just a low back release. And find your free movement here.
some red wine about you. In the evening, hazy, in a summer dress, you slay me.
Let's take it through Skandasana, so just toe heel it wider, and then drop to your right. Gentle micro bend in your straightened leg, and then across. Right toe lifts up. Back through center. Pivot. Across.
Leaving me alone. Now you call me. Now you crawl all on me.
Make this movement yours. Do you need to stay low? Do you want to stay primal? Or do you want to go lifted and feel airy?
Memories hazy, blowing in a summer dress, you slay me. Well, how'd it happen, baby? Our first day was last.
Now from here, lift your tailbone up. Toes are at an 11. We're gonna bring our hands up and then bring it to the right. Sweep it up center, sweep it to the right. Or sorry, left.
I know, and then she's gone, and I'm a rolling stone up in the cloud born. I know.
Slow it down.
Breaking my heart.
Center. Make this yours.
I'm mad about you. Breaking my heart at the first sight. Leaving me lost in the morning light. I'm mad about you. Breaking my heart at the first sight. Leaving me lost in the morning light. I'm mad about you. Breaking my heart at the
Last
first
one.
sight.
Forward fold, toes are at a noon. Let's get into the legs, into that low back release. Tailbone is lifted. Now let's walk it through to a high plank. Let's go right leg rising back, 3-point. Right foot plants at the top, low lunge. Drop your back knee down, keep your back feet tucked, and then inhale. Lift your heart forward. Let your hips drop down. If you want to untuck that back foot and get a little deeper into that left hip flexor, be my guest.
TV on blast, turn it down. Don't want it to clash with my body screaming.
Let's add movement. Press your hips back. Feet stay exactly the way they are. Find that bow and see if you can keep your front big toe pointing down into your mat. And then shift your hips forward. Heart comes forward. Head lifts. And then exhale, hips back. Inhale, lift it forward. Take it back.
Baby, strip down for me, gon' take 'em off. Don't worry, baby, I'ma meet you halfway.
Bring it forward, tuck that back toe under, lift your back knee up. Let's start to spiral with the right butt cheek.
Baby, don't stop what you're doing, Softer than a mother, boy, I know you wanna touch. Breathing down my neck, I could tell you wanna.
From here, bring that back foot behind you, Kundalini, and then plant it back. Little dip down. So exhale, Kundalini, send it back. Little extension back. I'll demo sideways. We're going tight. And then plant, rock, flow, forward, Kundalini, squat, tap, back, little crouch.
Feeling it, know you like it, so why you
Last one. Bring your back foot to meet your front. Let's halfway lift. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Use this layering. Lift. Surrender. Fold. Last one. Full. Halfway for transition. Take it through high plank. Hips back down, dog. Pedal through the balls of your feet. Left foot rises. Plant it forward. Low lunge. Woo. Option to connect your knee. Toe can stay tucked under. Drop through that right side of your hip flexors. Jaw soft. Now start to add that movement. Bring your hips back. Bow over that left front leg. Inhale, send it forward with your hips. Take it back. Last one, bring it forward. Tuck your toe under if it's untucked. Lift your back knee up. Start to add that sway through the left butt cheek. Open up that left arm to floating. Now from here, we're gonna send it forward, Kundalini squat, and then send it back. Come back through that crouch. Let's go sideways, going Kundalini. Tap, draw it back. Hips bring you forward, stay low. Just loading, layering on through those legs, that left inner thigh. Last one. Meet your feet together at the top, halfway lift. Fold it forward. Swan dive up. Little figure 8. Walk it to the back of your mat. Let's go. Tap left, right. Now let's take it back. Just little walks at first. Once you're to the back, let's start our walk again. Right, left. Little cross in the middle. Let's send it back. We're gonna stay at the back this time. Legs are wide, goddess. Right knee, little circles. Let's go left, circle, circle, boom, 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 right, circle, circle, switch, 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 little fast, 3, 2, 1, let's go, tap, left, right, left, right, take it back. Now you can make this a little more dramatic now. If you want to do the full arm throwbacks. Once you're in the back, let's go. Tap left, tap right. Stay at the front. Let's go running penguin. Shake it, forward it. One drop, right side. Press, drop. Left side, press. Low belly, draw it in. Walk your feet up. We're gonna go press and pull.
make your girl melt like a toasty. I've been this way someday.
Find those glutes, the low part of your butt.
The boy got money in a bank on, ready to roll and blaze up this tank on. Got the girls from someone to Hong Kong.
2, let's go African arm throw backs. Go right, left, right. Stay at the back. Let's go wide legs, right circle. Let's go left circle. Let's go tap left and right. Let's go arm throw back. Let's go to the back, Malasana. Toes are at a 45. Ooh, open it up here. Upper arms. Pressing into the inner parts of your knees. Plant your hands, lift your tailbone slow. Toes come to noon, squaring off parallel. Raise your upper body. Halfway up your mat. Right foot grounds, left leg up. Lift. For 4, 3, take that leg, keep it lifted, close it, come to stand. Hands to heart. Check in, make sure you don't have a death grip on your toes. Gentle bend in your standing leg. Let's take it through dancer. Left hand, left big toe edge. Right arm floats. Hinge from your hips, kick into your back hand. Set your gaze, keep your jaw soft. Think about drawing your heart forward, extending your left knee back and up. Now no momentum. Bring your knee in towards your chest. Keep your arms and your upper body right where it is. Airplane with arms forward or arms back. Exhale, bring it in into that little tiny tension. Inhale, back through warrior 3. Bring it in. Last one. Bring your left foot down, sweep it, bring it up. Right hand to heart, left hand to heart. Little balance. Supple left standing knee. Let's go dancer. Right hand, right big toe edge. Start to drive that standing, the right knee down. Left arm floats, right foot kicks. Think about drawing your heart forward and up. Soften your jaw, create space in your top and bottom teeth. Plenty of subtle, supple bend in your standing left knee. No momentum, release that bind, bring it in. Warrior 3 or airplane. Last one. Standing splits, plant your palms, lift that right foot, close it off. Forward fold, let your knees be soft. Now melt down to a toe
that
stand.
somebody died in.
Legs
There's a
wide.
pull down in the backyard I would love to lie in. It's the first time that I'm in the hills. I kinda like it, so I hope you don't leave me alone.
Now we're gonna come into a frog, just opening up through the hip flexors. So I like to make as much cushion as possible. So just, you're welcome to fold your mat over on both sides. And think about spreading your knees. And then your toes, you're wanting to create 90-degree angles through the ankles, through your knees. So think about coming down to your forearms. Find that opening with your pelvis, your hips. Check in with the alignment of your toes pointing wide, and then play with your pelvic tuck here. What can create that balance between tension and ease? This is such a part of our bodies that gets neglected. So just take a curious approach. Maybe playing with pressing your hips back.
Tripping on my love, the saints when windows down. Cause it hurts for me to know. Hurts for me to know. Rain slipping out, don't let them see how I change the sound. Yeah, it hurts for me to know. I'm not a tourist, no boy.
Let your breath guide you right now and take that curious approach. I used to avoid this pose with everything I possibly could, but I find if I just think about how can I be curious here, like, ooh, that feels real uncomfortable, okay, and then try something else, like, okay, that also is really uncomfortable. So just explore. See if it's available to bring your knees a little bit wider. Maybe it's not in the cards.
It hurts for me to know. Hurts for me to know. Rain slipping out, don't let them see how I change the sound. Yeah, it hurts for me to know. I'm not a tourist, no boy.
Where can you surrender and soften?
I'm not a tourist, no boy. No boy. I'm not a tourist, no.
Now gently start to, I think about lifting my pelvis up first. So connecting the palms and go super slow and moving the feet in.
Not really sure how to feel.
Take your
about
time.
it, son. And the way you move
We'll meet in a cat
makes me
and
feel
cow.
like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way.
Go slow through those
Want you to
movements.
stay. Want you to stay. Round.
And then from here, start to, if your mat's folded over, come back. We're gonna come into half heroes pose. So you can sweep your legs forward.
Tell me now, you know.
One more internal rotation for the hips. So knees kiss. The right foot comes along your right hip. And if you have a big calf, like I think I kind of do, like just kind of pull that flesh out of the way so you can feel a little more grounded through that right leg. And then from here, just a passive rest here. You can stay totally upright if that feels nurturing, kind of like another angle to get into that frog internal rotation. Or come down to forearms if it's available. Option to drop your head back if it's supportive. If not, no worries. And if it's in the cards, come all the way down. But if you feel your right knee start to pop up like mine is right now, that's your feedback to make it a little bit smaller, not so extreme.
I want stay. Want you to stay.
And start to lift and come up.
Round and around.
Sweep that right foot forward so both feet are together. Inhale, bring your hands up. And we're gonna exhale, fold forward. And I like to play with what feels good between pointing my toes, activating the tops of my shins, creating some tension in my ankles, or sometimes it feels great for the back chain of leg muscles. So just take what you need here. And this can be passive or you can stay active. And start to lift up. Bring your left foot behind half heroes pose here. So if you have a big calf, just roll it to the side. Knees kiss. And then start to walk it to whatever opening is going to serve you on this side this morning.
Want you to stay. Want you to stay.
And I like to think about driving my bent knee down into the mat because I feel like I get a little more extension on the front of my left hip. So just take that curious approach, see what feels good for you. And then start to lift up, coming through center. And see about hinging forward with this bind, if that feels good for a little counter release. And then come to neutral, sweep that leg forward. Inhale, float your arms up. And then exhale, hinge it forward. And I invite you to try the opposite with the feet. If you were pointing this last time, try drawing your toes towards your shins. And think about lengthening from your tailbone up through the top of your back. Your chin is gently drawing towards your chest to create that long neck. And then roll down onto your back. And embrace your knees towards your chest. Create some figure eights. And then let's come through happy baby. Bind on the outer edges of your feet. And think about your tailbone pressing down, connecting with your mat. You can rock side to side if that feels nurturing for your low back, your kidneys. And then release your bind, draw your knees in, wrap around your shins, bring your chin into your chest and then your knees to your forehead. Take a big breath in, let's fill up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Shavasana, take up space on your mat. Let your arms come wide, let your feet come wide. And start to unravel here.
I'll be your light after midnight. We're brighter together.
I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit.
Be
So we can
your eyes if you lose sight. We see better together. I'll be your silver lining. is cloudy, I'll be the only one you see. When the room is crowded,
Deep in your arms, deep in your arms, where I belong, where I belong. I'm safe from harm, I'm safe from harm. Keep holding on.
Yeah, and in these next few minutes, I just invite you to imagine that you are floating
why don't you come on?
on a raft in an ocean of the most blue water you've ever seen.
Why don't you come on?
In this place of safety.
Why don't you come on?
Keep holding on.
You got the world underneath your sleeve, and I got a heart that skips a beat. Love might be harder than it used to be, but you keep holding on.
Deep in your arms, deep in your arms,
Where I belong,
where I belong.
I'm safe from harm.
I'm safe from harm.
Keep holding on. Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on?
Keep holding on.
Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on?
Keep holding on.
Sweep your arms overhead and take a big breath in.
Keep holding on.
In the next few breaths, roll onto whatever side feels good this morning.
Why don't you come on? Why don't you come on? Keep holding on. Why don't you come on? Why don't you
In this space of
Why don't you come on?
symbolizing rebirth and creation, this fetal position, I just invite you to bring to mind just a series of things that you love in your life. Like, I love the way my cat runs down the stairs in the morning when he's really excited to eat his cat food. And I love the way my coffee with my almond milk tastes in the morning. I love my little computer cushion that I put on my lap, and it stops my computer from getting too hot when I'm working on it. So just all those little personal details of things that you appreciate, just start to bring them to your mind's eye right now. Now think about some things about you. What are the things that you appreciate about who you are? And they can be as simple as, I love the way I get little curls around my forehead when I'm sweating, or I love the way that I always find solutions and I'm always looking for the silver lining. Just any of those little parts of who you are. Start to think through those things. And keep that awareness as you start to make your way up to a cozy seat. Take your time. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this morning. Thank you for moving and for breathing and to take time for you. The light, the love, the prowess in me sees, honors, honors and acknowledges the beauty in you. Namaste. Ow. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you next week.